appreciate you. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. One more time. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We need this energy. Look, we got a lot that we're going to share with y'all today, and we feel good when we get some energy back from y'all, okay? So again, my name is Shayla McElroy, and I go by the title, The Vision Enthusiast. And what that means is that I enjoy listening to people's goals and dreams and aspirations, and then asking them the tough questions on how they intend to make it happen. That's my purpose. And so what I want you all to do right now is just to simply take a moment and close your eyes. I see my family and friends recording me. Y'all got to put the phones down. It's okay. It's all right. Go ahead and close your eyes. Get comfortable in your seat. Relax. I know the energy is high. And so what I want you to do right now is to picture yourself standing at the base of a mountain. And this mountain can be as big as you want it to be. Do you see the sun shining on your face? Birds chirping in the background? Set the scene. Now, as you're looking around, what I want you to do is look up at the peak of the mountain. And at the peak, you see glimpses and images of everything that you've ever desired. Maybe a dream job. Maybe a business that you've always wanted to start. Maybe some kind of impact you want to have in the community. Everything you've ever wanted is at the peak of this mountain. Sit with that. Take that in. Now, as you're looking at that, with your eyes still closed, I want you to imagine, how do you intend to get up to the top of the mountain? Everything that you want is up there. Do you see yourself maybe getting a map? Do you see yourself maybe thinking, that'll never happen for me, but it's great to look at and dream about? Or do you see yourself maybe really getting a game plan going, okay, I'm going to get my map, I'm going to go home, I'm going to change, I'm going to call up my friends, they're going to help do this journey with me. Everything that you want is at the top of this mountain. How are you going to get there and make it happen? Open your eyes. So what this mountain symbolizes is the pursuit of our deepest desires in this thing called life. Some of us may choose to allow our dreams and goals to remain a mere figment of our imagination. Others may simply be living a life that was already laid out for them. Then there are those who have boldly envisioned a life of their desires, who have taken pen to paper, and who have crafted a game plan to execute on their success. But then I wonder, how many of you looked at the peak of your mountain and you saw clouds? Maybe it was raining. Maybe you even saw a storm on the way. If that was you, that's okay. That's why I'm here today. I'm here to help you get clarity on that. Some of you may be sitting in your seat right now and thinking, well, where am I going? What do I want? Where am I headed? God, is this really all that you have left for me? If that's you, I get it, because I've asked myself those same questions. I'll never forget it. It was May 20th, 2019. It was my birthday. A day that should have been filled with all kind of love and joy and laughter and text messages and gifts, right? The world should have revolved around me this day. But instead, it was the lowest day of my life. I'll never forget it. I felt like the loneliest girl in the world. Because, see, what happened is that I moved to California. I was living there with my high school sweetheart. I was making $100,000 a year, good money, right? Meeting new people, doing all of the touristy things, living what some may say was the California dream. But in reality, it was a nightmare. My relationship was going nowhere. I was working a job that I hated and I was burnt out. And although I was meeting all of these new people, I never felt more lonely or unseen in my life. And so instead of enjoying my day, I found myself walking around a lake near my apartment, bawling my eyes out. I mean, sobbing. Just thinking to myself, how did I get here? What am I doing? thinking to myself, well, Shayla, if you don't like the job anymore, quit it. I make $100,000 a year in California. Are you crazy? It's expensive out here. Well, if you don't like the boy anymore, break up. I've invested too much time. I'm afraid to start over. Okay, well, Shayla, what is it that you want? What do I want? Y'all, when I asked myself that question, it shook me. I couldn't picture anything anymore. I was so caught up in a relationship, the job, and how crappy my life was at the time that I had lost sight of my own goals and dreams and aspirations. So as I walked back to the car and I thought to myself, what do I want? The scripture came to mind, write the vision. Okay, God, I hear you, right? Even at my lowest, God still had his hand on me. And so I went back to my car, I grabbed a notebook out of my backpack, and I began to write down everything that I wanted, the type of job I wanted to have, how much money I wanted to make, the type of relationship I wanted to have, the type of impact I wanted to make in the community, that I wanted to feel purposeful and confident every day of my life. At my lowest, I dared myself to dream big because I felt like I didn't have anything else to lose. How many of you in this room have ever taken a moment to ask yourself, what do I want? Can you picture it? The business, the job, maybe the legacy, again, that you want to leave behind. It took me 3 months to create a game plan, to execute on it. The type of jobs I wanted to work at. Again, how much I wanted to make, where I wanted to live, all of it. And what did I do? I quit my job, I ended my relationship, and I drove from California all the way back home to Detroit because I knew that my vision was going to be the vehicle to my success. I knew that I had to let go of everything and everyone that no longer fit the picture of what it was that I wanted. Let me tell you something. In life, you don't get what you want, you get what you picture. It doesn't cost you anything to have a vision, but it can cost you everything not to. It can have you just like me, walking around a lake, going nowhere fast, with no clear direction, no purpose, frustrated, feeling stuck. Having no vision and no clarity has cost some people their life. So again, I ask you, what do you want and how do you plan to get there? I see a lot of y'all looking at me right now with like, well, Shayla, help me figure it out. You said that's your purpose, right? And so I will ask you this. What is it that you daydream about? What is the reoccurring thoughts that you just can't shake? At night, when you're by yourself and you're talking to God, what is it that you ask him for? That's the vision. That is what you're meant to be chasing. That's your purpose. Write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it may run with it. And although it may tarry, it will surely come at an appointed time. That's Bible. So as long as you write the vision, it has no choice but to happen for you. So I want to leave you with this. You can't hit a target you can't see. And you can't realize a dream that you haven't dared to dream. So allow yourself to stand at the base of your mountain and envision everything that you want. Walk courageously into the journey of your next steps. Your vision is the GPS for your life. It's the stepping stones to all of your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. I need you to believe in yourself that there are no limits to what's possible for you. Again, I cannot stress enough, it doesn't cost you anything to have a vision, but it can cost you everything. So what do you want? How are you going to get it? Everything that you desire is on the other side of your vision. Your vision is waiting for you. Thank you.